bizarre figures, terrifying inhumans caught on camera, and mysterious CCTV footage. These surveillance cameras caught truly horrible-looking entities. A tourist was driving back to his hotel late at night somewhere in Peru when his camera caught something standing on the roadside. It was pale and human-shaped, standing still in the dark. The figure looked similar to what people describe as a skinwalker. The tourist later said that if the creature had chased them, the situation could have ended very differently. Office night inhuman. In Mexico, an office security guard was working the night shift and had fallen asleep at his desk. A sudden noise woke him up. When he opened his eyes, something was standing directly in front of him. It had pale skin and a thin, humanoid body. Its appearance looked a lot like a rake. Then he realized the figure was not walking. It was just standing there. Instead of running immediately, he watched it closely, trying to understand what he was looking at. After a few moments, he slowly stepped away to call the authorities. But when he returned to the same area, the creature was gone. Hospital creature. A CCTV recording of a hospital in Brazil caught something very unusual in one of its cameras. Everything was normal, and at the 15-second mark, a staff member can be seen leaving the hospital. But right behind him, this creature was caught stalking him from one of the rooms. It walked steadily, as if it was sneaking around, being extra careful not to be spotted by anyone. It was searching for someone in specific, and the footage has intrigued many. But there are some that doubt it's real. Pale Goblin. A local man in Colombia noticed something unusual outside his house and began recording. A small, pale figure stood not far from his home. As he focused on it, the shape resembled a strange goblin-like being. Its face was the most disturbing part. After a short time, the creature moved away and disappeared completely. There were no sounds, no clear explanation, and no sign it had ever been there. Shifting dark shapes. In a small town in Mexico, CCTV cameras recorded something unusual during the night. The footage shows two small dark figures moving across the ground. Their forms are not clear at all. They appear to shift and change shape as they move. Because there are no sharp details, it is difficult to tell what they were. When something has no clear form, it leaves too much room for imagination. And that is what made this footage so disturbing. Dogs warned him. A man noticed his dogs would not calm down, which was unusual for them. Sensing something was wrong, he checked his CCTV cameras. The footage showed a large humanoid figure standing near his property. Its fingers were long and thin. Its face was unclear, but it did not look human. The way it moved was also strange, almost stiff and unnatural. It stayed there for a short time, shifting slightly, then suddenly disappeared from view. The man believes the dog sensed it first and scared it away before it could get any closer. Backyard pale intruder.
Oh.
On the 12th of January, 2026, a family looked outside into their backyard and saw something that deeply unsettled them. A pale, humanoid creature was walking around near their home. It had no clear facial details and no visible features, just smooth, blank skin. At one point, the creature reached toward a window, but the glass was shut, stopping it from getting inside. They later uploaded the footage online. Many viewers claimed it looked like the urban legend known as the Rake, possibly coming from nearby woods. Fiery light. A CCTV camera caught a strange glowing light moving in the night sky. It wasn't a shooting star or fireball. It hovered and drifted as if unaffected by gravity. After several moments, the light slowly moved toward the nearby woods and disappeared among the trees. Villagers and the homeowner believed it could be a witch traveling in the form of light. The phenomenon never reappeared, but the memory left the witness uneasy. Forest creature sighting. In Reconquista, Santa Fe, a security guard shared unsettling footage captured while patrolling a forest park late at night. The video shows a dark humanoid figure sitting on the ground, hunched over and licking its hands. Its shape was unusual, tall and lanky, with movements that didn't resemble a normal animal. Some viewers suggested it looked like a werewolf, while others think it could be a dogman or an entirely unknown cryptid. What do you have to say about this? Let us know in the comments section below. Tiny forest humanoid. In a small town in California, trail camera footage from the woods surprised local residents. The video showed a tiny humanoid figure walking casually between the trees late at night. Its size and shape did not match any known animal. Some people in the area believed it behaved in a clever and manipulative way, claiming it had the ability to distract or confuse those who crossed its path and even take their belongings. Whether that part is true or not, the footage clearly showed something small and inhuman, like moving through the forest. The identity of the figure remains unknown. Four-legged walker. An outdoor security camera recorded a strange figure moving along a quiet sidewalk at night. It was walking on all fours. Then, shockingly, it stood up on two legs. After that, it continued down the street as if nothing unusual had happened. The shift from crawling to walking upright is what made the clip stand out. Figure in white. One night, a homeowner looked through his window shades and froze. Standing just outside was a figure dressed in an old, torn white gown. Its hair was messy, hanging loosely around its shoulders. The face looked unnatural, almost like something from a horror film. Its eyes appeared empty and unsettling. The man tried not to make any noise as he slowly pulled the curtains closed, hoping the presence would leave. The footage cuts off shortly after. Mysterious footage. A girl saw a dark shadow outside her window and stepped out, thinking it might be a homeless person. Within seconds, her neighbor came outside too, sensing something strange. Together, they saw it. A tall, dark figure standing completely still in the night. It wasn't human, and no one could explain it. After that night, both houses experienced unusual activity, doors opening, objects moving, and the feeling of being watched. It seemed like the entity had marked their homes. That single encounter left the neighborhood unsettled, and residents still report feeling eyes on them after dark. Real rake. Long arms and legs, pale skin could only mean one thing. That's a rake. As it was going across the field, it turned its head and gazed into the lens in a horrifying moment. It's like it knows you are watching it. I had my doubts about them, but now I am sure there is something in the woods that we are oblivious to. Although the person who recorded this spooky incident on their trail camera is unknown, the video has managed to intrigue supernatural enthusiasts all around the globe. New Nightcrawler clip. One night, a man could not sleep because his dog kept barking without stopping. The next day, he decided to check the CCTV footage to understand what had triggered the reaction. What he saw on the screen made no sense. The camera captured what looked like a pair of legs running across his yard. There was no upper body visible, no head, no torso, just legs moving quickly past the camera. The dog could be seen reacting to it, clearly startled. The legs crossed the yard in seconds, and then disappeared from view. Limbed road creature. A man shared dashcam footage that quickly gained attention. In the video, a strange creature crosses directly in front of his car. It appeared to have multiple limbs and 3 long whip-like tails moving behind it. At first, many people believed the footage was computer-generated, but soon, other videos began appearing online. These clips reportedly showed the same creature in different locations, including parks, empty streets, and even inside a storage room, where it seemed to chase someone. If it is staged, why do similar sightings continue to show up in different places? Horned wall creature. One night, a homeowner looked outside and noticed something large clinging to the side of the house. It was big, with horn-like shapes sticking out from its body. It almost looked like an oversized moth. But the horns and the overall shape made it seem far stranger than any normal insect. The creature did not move. It stayed fixed against the wall, blending into the surface like a living gargoyle. Some people suggested it could have been a rare insect or a strange camera angle. Do you agree? Watching from the dark. Somewhere in Indonesia, a woman heard strange noises outside her home late at night. She picked up a camera and went to check. As she moved closer, she noticed something peeking out from behind the corner. The figure had a wide face and an unsettling expression. Most of its body stayed hidden, but it was clearly watching her. She stepped a little closer, trying to get a better look. That is when the figure suddenly shifted forward, as if it was about to rush toward her. At that exact moment, the video ended. There was no follow-up and no explanation for what happened after. Crouching night creature. Late one night, a man noticed movement outside his room and decided to check his camera footage. What he saw made him uneasy. A pale creature was walking slowly along the street. It stopped, crouched down, and seemed to search the ground as if looking for something. At one point, its face became briefly visible. This was the first time the man had seen anything like it near his home. After some time, the creature moved away and disappeared from view. Christmas cryptid. In California, right before Christmas 2025, a man stopped his car to admire a house decorated for the holidays. One ornament caught his eye. It didn't look right as he watched. The decoration suddenly moved and jumped. The decoration suddenly moved and jumped away. It wasn't an ornament at all. It was a living creature blending in with the decorations. The man was shocked. The footage showed it disappearing into the yard, leaving the festive scene turned into a chilling encounter with something unknown. Grusselbach creature. Near Grusselbach, Germany, close to Fulda and Outpost Alpha, a couple set up a security camera after their dog barked non-stop at night, the footage revealed. A dark figure standing directly in front. A dark figure standing directly in front of the dog. It had unusual pointed ears and sharp teeth, resembling a vampire. The couple was terrified, unsure if the creature was demonic or connected to the area's Cold War legends and alleged extraterrestrial activity. The figure remained visible only briefly before vanishing into the shadows, leaving the footage deeply unsettling. Star crash mystery. A doorbell camera recorded a startling event that looked like a star breaking apart and striking a car. Earlier, residents had reported a disc-shaped object moving quickly across the night sky. The footage shows a bright light, like a shooting star, zooming down and hitting the parked vehicle. Flames erupted instantly, and reports said someone had been inside. But after the impact, the person was missing. Online speculation ranges from alien abduction to natural explanations, but no one knows for sure what really happened. Dog's warning. A man noticed two dogs acting strangely while he was heading home. They stared in one direction, barking and backing up, clearly spooked. He looked around but saw nothing. Whatever they sensed seemed to be approaching, and the dog suddenly ran back toward him in panic. He recorded the moment, and the footage shows the dog's unease perfectly. Viewers have debated what caused it. Some think a ghost, others a hidden creature, or maybe something completely unknown. Whatever it was, the dogs clearly recognized it long before humans could, making the moment unnerving. Terrifying backyard photo. While visiting relatives in Hidalgo, Mexico, a girl heard a strange wailing outside at night. She looked around but found nothing. The sound continued nightly during her stay, growing more unsettling each time. Nervous, she took photos of the area where the noise seemed to come from. When reviewing them, one image revealed a horrifying figure, a witch-like creature perched on a tree branch, staring directly at the camera. The sight left her shaken, and she left the house the next morning. The single photograph was enough to convince her that something paranormal was truly present. Porch thief captured. A resident kept noticing money missing from his home. Thinking it was misplaced at first, he set up CCTV after it happened repeatedly. The footage showed a small white figure moving across the porch. Sometimes it seemed to float. Sometimes it walked. It appeared in one spot, vanished, then reappeared elsewhere. No humans were around. After reviewing the clips, the homeowner became convinced it was a Tuyul, the mythical creature said to sneak into houses and steal money. The footage remains unexplained. Oblong head figure.
How does it feel to say out loud, this could be a space alien?
Oh, this could be an alien. Yeah,
You're not nervous, embarrassed to say that?
No.
Late one night in Compton, California, a woman checked her Ring camera after noticing movement outside her home. The video showed a figure walking past her porch. Its head looked long and oblong, and its body shape did not look normal. It moved calmly across the frame and then disappeared into the darkness. The clip lasted only a few seconds, and none of the other CCTVs in the area picked up anything unusual.
The video's been viewed millions of times, and there are a number of theories about what was actually captured on camera.
Inhuman chase. A man was driving to work when something caught his attention in the side mirror of his car. At first, he thought it was just a shadow. Then he saw it clearly. A small, pale figure with a disturbing face was running behind his vehicle. The creature looked fast and determined, as if it was trying to keep up with the car. The driver had no idea what it was or why it seemed to be chasing him. He focused on the road and continued driving until the figure was no longer visible. Pale creature. Back in June of 2015, a person heard strange animal noises coming from his backyard. Upon investigating, he heard something on top of his roof. Then he saw this thing. Not expecting a creepy creature, the man seemed frightened by its appearance. This thing was almost pale and hairless. It had a bizarre body as well. The lower half was reminiscent of a human, but the tiny, elongated head was peculiar, to say the least. Whatever this creature was, it froze after realizing it was spotted, before eventually running away. Dog turned man. In 2024, a backyard CCTV camera recorded what looked like a dog running quickly into the frame. Its movement seemed normal at the start, but in the middle of that motion, the shape appeared to change. Instead of continuing like an animal, the figure looked like a fully grown man, moving forward in the same direction. Some believe it could have been camera manipulation or a visual glitch, or it could be something that did not expect to be recorded while changing. What do you think happened in that clip? Tiny barn figures. Late at night, a farm security camera picked up movement near the barn. When the family checked the footage, they saw small upright figures moving quickly around the area. They were tiny, but clearly walking on two legs. Their movements were jerky, but strangely coordinated, as if they were working together. They stayed close to the shadows and did not wander aimlessly. After seeing the clip, the family avoided going near the barn for a while. Pale, inhuman figure. A security camera recorded a pale figure walking along a quiet sidewalk late at night. The body looked hairless, and its arms and legs appeared unusually long. Many viewers said it looked similar to descriptions of the rake. Skeptics argued that it could have been staged or someone wearing a costume. Which one do you agree with? Or do you have your own opinion? Let me know in the comments below. Pale yard watcher.
Thing's coming up to the steps in my backyard, Mike. It's like a weird, demonic-looking thing, and it's like a human.
Back in 2017, a man kept hearing strange noises coming from his yard late at night. He felt uneasy but also curious, so he placed his iPad near the window to record whatever might be outside. He let it run and checked the footage later. What he saw on the screen shocked him. A pale humanoid figure was in his yard. Its posture looked almost human, but the details were wrong. The skin looked unnaturally pale, and its facial features appeared twisted and uneven. It did not seem like a normal person. The figure did not rush or panic. It simply sat there for a while, before eventually moving out of view.
Weird things been happening around this time at night.
2-foot visitor. In November 2025, a home CCTV system recorded something unusual near the side of a house. On the screen, a small humanoid figure appeared. It was about 2 feet tall, with pointy ears and bright, reflective eyes. The creature seemed aware of the cats in the yard and reacted to their presence. It looked like it was attempting to approach, but whatever it was trying to do did not succeed. After a short pause, the small figure suddenly ran off and disappeared from view. Fox through fence. In rural London, a motion-activated camera recorded something unusual at 1 a.m. A fox entered a backyard where the homeowner often left food and water. The fox moved forward and simply disappeared. It did not jump, blur, or turn around. It walked straight through as if the barrier was not there. The timestamp did not skip, and the homeowner insisted the clip was not edited. Fast crawling creature. 6 years ago, a group of paranormal investigators placed a trail camera in an abandoned area, hoping to capture evidence of unusual activity. They did not expect what the camera recorded. The footage showed a thin, mysterious creature moving on all fours at a very high speed. It crossed the frame quickly, making it hard to see clear details of its shape or features. The movement looked unnatural and difficult to compare to any known animal. For those interested in paranormal activity, the clip felt like strong evidence that something unexplained had passed in front of that camera. Mountain whistler. A camper in the Appalachian Mountains captured something unsettling at his cottage. He was sitting alone when faint whistling sounds started around him. At first, he thought it was the wind, but the noise didn't behave normally. Locals call it the whistler. The sound never comes from just one place. When he walked, it matched his pace. When he stopped, it went quiet. Park rangers suggested it could be echoes or animals, but the camper believes it's something else entirely. Alien on trail cam. In 2025, forest officials set up a trail camera after multiple deer went missing, thinking a predator might be responsible. They placed food and waited. When a deer came to eat, everything looked normal, until something unexpected happened. A spaceship-like object appeared silently in the frame, moving across the scene with no sound. There were no flight records or military activity that night. The footage sparked theories that aliens might have been taking animals, or that they noticed the camera but didn't interfere. Either way, the forest had captured evidence no one could explain. Eerie shadow. A woman was reviewing her CCTV footage, casually talking about how nice the weather felt without the sun out. Suddenly, a dark shadow zipped across the frame. It was unusual. There was no sunlight to cast a shadow, and nothing else could be seen in the sky. She replayed the moment several times, but couldn't identify it. Just minutes later, her neighbor unexpectedly passed away. Since then, she's been convinced the figure wasn't ordinary. It looked like a grim reaper passing by, captured briefly on her camera. Hospital soul captured. This happened almost 3 years ago. A hospital security guard was doing his usual rounds, shining his torch over empty hallways. Everything seemed normal, but when CCTV footage was later reviewed, something strange appeared. A thin, white mist rising slowly before vanishing into the air. There was no fog that day. Around the same time, a patient had passed away. Many believe the footage caught the soul leaving the body, making its final journey. Haunting face. A woman working in an office noticed something strange outside her cabin window one afternoon. She glanced at a nearby tree and froze. Carved into the bark, or maybe part of it naturally, was a face, but not just any face. It had deep-set eyes, a mouth shaped in a silent grimace, and seemed to be staring directly at her. The expression was unnerving, almost as if the tree was alive and aware of her presence. The encounter left her shaken. She couldn't stop thinking about it for days. Many would wonder if it was her imagination, but the intensity of the gaze made her question whether trees or nature itself might hold a hidden consciousness. Fox mysteriously vanishes. On the 1st of July, last year, CCTV footage from a quiet street caught something strange. A fox ran across the road, moving naturally at first, but when it reached the other side, it suddenly disappeared as if it had vanished into thin air. The moment left viewers confused and uneasy. Some believe it was a portal opening for a brief moment, while others think the fox was a spirit taking temporary form. Local residents reported nothing unusual nearby, and the timestamp shows no interruption in the recording. Whatever it was, the clip continues to circulate online, leaving viewers debating if it was a ghost, an illusion, or something entirely unexplainable. Alien on the road. A man in his neighborhood was alerted by his dogs barking frantically and strange noises coming from above his house. He immediately checked his home surveillance cameras and was stunned by what he saw. The footage shows a tall, gray humanoid figure walking slowly along the side of the road. Its movements were controlled and purposeful, giving the impression it had a specific task. The man couldn't figure out where it had come from, but the scene suggested it might have been dropped off by a UFO. Shapeshifter in Peru. In Peru, a low-resolution security camera caught something unusual along a remote dirt road. At first, a small figure moves on all fours, its motion awkward but deliberate. Then, in seconds, it suddenly stands upright, walking on 2 legs. Its size and posture shift rapidly, creating a disorienting effect. Many suggest it could be a shapeshifter. Yard humanoid. Late one night, a man and his dog heard unsettling noises coming from their backyard. Checking the area revealed nothing unusual at first, but later, the home security footage showed something startling. A humanoid figure with glowing eyes sprinted across the yard before vanishing into the darkness. The dog froze in place, watching the figure pass, clearly sensing something unnatural. Online viewers are divided. Some believe it could be a forest creature wandering into residential areas, while others think it may have been a Bigfoot sighting near homes. The combination of the figure's sudden appearance and glowing eyes makes this one of the more unnerving backyard sightings captured on camera.